You're sitting across from that person, the one who twists your words, the one who smiles while sabotaging you, the one you fantasize about humiliating in front of everyone. But here's the grenade your therapist won't drop. Your hatred isn't the problem. Your strategy is. Jesus didn't die to make you a pushover. He died to make you a tactician of love in a world drunk on revenge. By the end of this, you'll either quit lying to yourself or finally learn how to destroy your enemies by healing them. Chapter 1. Why Jesus Humiliated His Mother. John 2, 1-11. The wedding at Cana wasn't a Hallmark scene. It was a family ambush. Mary, a widow in a culture that discarded women, cornered Jesus in front of the guests. They have no wine. Translation, fix this, or we'll be shamed forever. Jesus' reply, woman, what does this have to do with me? The crowd froze. In Aramaic, woman wasn't gentle. It was a cold, formal rebuke. Mary had crossed a line, using maternal guilt to manipulate his power, but Jesus didn't cave. He let her sweat, then turned water to wine. The nuclear truth. Jesus loved his mother enough to publicly shame her. Your fear of conflict isn't kindness, it's cowardice. Your move. Who's manipulating you with guilt? Text them, I love you too much to pretend this is okay, then hit send. Chapter 2. How Jesus Gaslit a Demon. Mark 5, 1-20. The Gerasene demoniac wasn't just difficult. He was a chainsaw of chaos, naked, screaming, cutting himself with gravestone shards. The townspeople tried to tame him with shackles. He snapped them like twigs. Jesus didn't preach, didn't pray. He asked the demon, "What's your name?" Legion, it hissed, a mockery of Rome's military might. So Jesus unleashed 2,000 demons into pigs and drowned them in the sea. But here's the twist. When the healed man begged to join Jesus' team, he said no. Go home to your family, Jesus ordered, forcing the man to confront those who'd locked him in tombs. The brutal playbook. Demons want you to fight their chaos. Jesus fought with curiosity. Never let toxic people attached to your mission. Redirect them to their own mess. Your assignment. That coworker who drains you? Next time they rant, ask, what's really hurting you? Watch them unravel. Chapter 3. The Slave's Revenge. Matthew 5:39-41. Turn the other cheek isn't for saints. It's a slave's secret. In Rome, masters backhanded slaves to assert dominance. The left cheek. Turning the right cheek forced the master to punch them as an equal or reveal their weakness. Jesus weaponized this. When sued, give your enemy's lawyer your cloak, leaving yourself naked in court to shame them. When forced to walk a mile, carry their gear too, making them violate Rome's mile laws. The gut punch. Jesus didn't teach passivity. He taught psychological jujitsu. Modern warfare. Passive-aggressive in-law? You're right, I'm failing. How did you handle this with their spouse? Online troll? You seem hurt. Want to talk? Why this works. Grace doesn't disarm enemies, it exposes them. Chapter 4. Why Jesus let Judas steal. John 12:4, 6, 13, 21, 27, 9:30 to 11 o'clock. Judas wasn't just a traitor. He was Jesus' finance manager, skimming funds from donations meant for the poor. For 3 years, Jesus watched him steal. At the Last Supper, Jesus handed Judas a sop, a choice morsel dipped in wine. In Middle Eastern culture, this was a host's ultimate honor. What you're about to do quickly, Jesus whispered. The grenade. Jesus honored Judas while letting him damn himself. You can love someone's soul without trusting them with your wallet. Your tactical surrender. Unblock that toxic ex. Text. I release you to God's hands. Then keep them blocked. Final warfare. Nailed to the cross. Jesus didn't whisper, I forgive you. He roared, Father, forgive them. The distinction destroys chains. Forgiveness isn't absolution, it's surrender. By handing judgment to God, you free yourself to heal. Last order. If you leave here still clutching your right to hate, you've wasted 12 minutes. Your enemies aren't your problem, your strategy is. Call to armistice, the Judas protocol. Write a letter to your betrayer. Burn it. Smash subscribe for How to Brainwash Your Enemies into Loving You. Jesus 3-Step Playbook. Holy Jiu-Jitsu. Mic drop. Your enemies just became your training ground. Sugar Bites News, where truth fractures fairy tales.